From your perspective, why would somebody choose to go the franchise route? In other words, invest in a business, build a business instead of going the corporate route, for example, or again, starting their own thing? What are some of the benefits that you see for a franchisee?
I think the benefits for a franchisee is that you're basically everything you do, how much you put into the business, how much you don't put into the business, you're responsible for, and there's no one to answer to, right? And when you buy a franchise, you're basically everything's coming in a box for you, so you're not having to figure things out. You're figuring out how to implement, how to refine it, how to do all the things to run the business. You're not having to figure out the infrastructure of the business, right? Somebody's already done that for you, and then they're there to support you with that. In the company, you make X amount of money, right? But so much of that money that you're also contributing, like saying you're in a sales job, you're going there and you make $3 million, and what you have to show for is whatever they give you in salary and whatever they give you in bonus. So the company's taking their share, their fair share of what you're bringing to the table. Running your own business, in your own business, pretty much everything you bring to the table is what you take home. And so making a difference in people's lives, it's pretty immediate. People tell you stories. People tell you how satisfied or not satisfied they are. When they're not satisfied, at least you know where you stand and you can make course correct, right? In a big location, the process was some customers dissatisfied, and it's your fault that that customer is dissatisfied. How are you going to fix it? Right. That becomes more of the challenge, right? Or versus like, hey, I'm really sorry this happened, but thank you for giving me this information. You fix it and you move on. But it's just different how the two types of business operations function. And you, for me, running our own business and then moving to franchise, there's a lot more satisfaction. I feel like there's a lot more control. There's a lot more, rewards and benefits that we're getting from this, and you know where you stand with your customers.